Good evening, all. Guess what? It's draft night. Neck up and buckle up, you Pelicans. We're here for what everybody has been waiting and frothing at the mouth for. I'm here in Skyrace Control. Of course, I am Marty B, joined as ever by the man himself. Of course, we've got Broseph in here. Good evening, Joey.
Martin, thank you so much, mate. An honour to be joined with you again tonight. This is where dreams come true for those drivers who want to etch their names alongside the likes of previous Inters champions, Timmy, Mash, Mercy, Tyler, and Prince, and of course, bring home all the glory with the Constructors' Championship for the team principals, who we all have in here in chat tonight, waiting to make their draft selections, Martin.
100%, mate. And of course, we do have a third person with us here in the comms box for a wee bit of banter. Now, some say when he goes and picks flowers, he only picks the green ones. And then when he goes to the supermarket, he wears jandals in case he has to flick them off quickly to chase burglars. All I know is he's called Tetris. Good evening, my friend. Welcome along as well.
It's great to be here. Thanks very much for the intro. I do actually have a couple of pairs of jandals and I have a chili bin as well, so you'll be happy about that.
100%. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, it's exciting. Are you guys excited? I am so excited. Season 4 is upon us.
100%, mate. We all can't wait. So without further ado, we'll quickly flick through the TP list. Of course, Red Bull. Timmy's been replaced by Tyler this time round. Aston Martin is the man himself, Matty AU. Staines will be picking for Jaco tonight, who is away. That is for Haas. Ferrari will Mash in the Mash Rari. Williams, we have Logan, who is back on board tonight. AlphaTauri, of course, the man himself, Broseph. Alpine will be Ads tonight. Mercedes is Broca Lily. Alfa Romeo is Almighty Gob. And for McLaren tonight, KLX is making picks as Mercy is away. And of course, behind the scenes, we have Staines doing all the wonderful graphics that you will see in front of you tonight. So I think we should just get straight into it. So we should have all the TPs in here with us at the moment. So tier 1, round 1 for McLaren. Do we have KLX in here? KLX, who is your first pick, my friend? Do we have KLX in the chat with us? We don't. Now? Yes, KLX.
I just had to activate the microphone. Sorry. It's
Sorry, mate. Who is your pick, KLX?
Gonna be myself.
It's gonna be yourself.
KLX.
Number 1 goes to KLX for McLaren. Excellent. All right, on to number 2, Alfa Romeo. Of course, we have Almighty Gob. Who is your pick, Gobby?
My pick's gonna be Scotty793.
That's a great pick.
That's a great pick. All right, Haas. Number 3, Stainsy. Who have you got, my friend?
So number 3 is going to be No Jug.
Ooh, okay, interesting pick there for the third on the tier 1, round 1 tonight. Broca Lily. Of course, we have in as Mercedes. Who is your pick, number 4? Broca Lily. Might need to activate your microphone. Okay, we can possibly move on. We may not have Broca Lily.
I know.
We don't actually have Broca Lily. Hasn't joined the chat.
If he can if he can put in the stream, maybe his pick, and we can go from there. Read it from there.
We can carry on for the meantime. Shall we carry on?
Easy Mac as his
pick. Oh, Easy Mac is the 4th pick for tier 1. Oh, fantastic pairing, Easy Mac and Broca Lily. On to Red Bull, number 6 tonight. Of course, we have replaced by Tyler. Timmy replaced by Tyler. Tyler, who is pick number 6 for tonight, tier 1?
Well, I'll probably go kind of risky, but the reigning champion, Prince, OK10.
Or Prince is off the board nice and early. Okay, on to number 7. Joey, that is you, the man himself. Who is your pick for tier 1?
There's a lot of good names up there. I'm gonna have to go with the trustworthy New Zealander Tomo.
Oh, yes. And Tomo goes off the board. I know there'll be a few frothing mouths out there for Tomo. Now, I know he was going to be an early pick for a few of the drivers. He's a wee bit of a dark horse. Not a great season last season, but of course, fantastically into tier 1 he goes. Pick number 8 for Red Bull, of course, is Tyler, the man himself. Number 9, Williams Logan. Who is your pick this evening?
Oh, boys, I'm actually stumped now. I was going to go Tomo, and then
Oh, yes.
I've been stumped. My original pick was Tyler, but he ditched me for Red Bull. So I think I'm going to have to go with. I've heard some good things about him. It's Winston.
Nice.
Oh,
I like
Winston
that.
goes off the board. All right. And for Alpine, Adzi, welcome to the game. Who have you got?
Yeah, mate, I'm going to go with Karama for my first pick.
Ooh, Adzi, I like it.
The croissant. All right. And number 11 is your pick as well. Doubling that up. What have you got?
We'll go Kevin Cow for my second pick.
Wow. Back to
Mm,
back.
That is
Okay,
huge.
back-
Sorry, I have to add
Back
it
to
in.
back for Alpine. That is huge. That's a huge move. Well done, Adzi. Great picking. Pick number 12, Ferrari. Of course, we've got Mash in the Mash Ferrari. Are you on board, Mash? Who's your pick?
Yeah, I am. So my pick's gonna be a driver who I've been talking to over the last couple of weeks. He's absolutely rapid, probably quicker than me, and I can't wait to see him tear it up in tier 1. And that is AMS Silderford.
A wee bit of an unknown name, but a
Silverfoot.
fantastic pick nonetheless. And of course, pick number 13 for the Haas will be Jaco this evening. Staines is picking for Haas, but Jaco is the given being the team principal. Pick number 14 with the Williams Logan, who is going to be pairing up with Winston in tier 1.
Oh, look, bit of controversy here, but I know he's quick. We're going to have to go Kiwi.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
great pick.
Kiwi gets done. Out of the list goes Kiwi. Some big names up there. Tomo, Prince, Broccoli, Easy Mac. Kiwi, this is an absolute banger. So we do have Alfa Romeo Gobby at number 16. Who's next on the list for you? Who's pairing with Scotty?
I actually don't know much about him. This is coming from Scotty, but I'm going to take Roscoe Arm.
Great pick.
Give him a credit.
Oh, great pick there, mate.
That's a
Great
steal
pick.
at tier 1, Gobby. That's a
Whoa.
steal, mate.
By crocky. All right, Aston Martin, Matty AU, who is, so of course you've got 17 and 19. Who is your first pick for tier 1?
We're going to go Dools.
Oh.
He lasted all the way. He lasted all the way to you, Matty. I
He
bet you were
did.
biting your nails there, mate.
AlphaTauri comes in at pick number 18 for round 1, tier 1. It's back to you, Broseph. What have you got? It's a difficult game out there, mate. Take it easy. Take a deep breath.
I'm gonna go with Shivers. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Broken Reptile.
Oh, Broken Reptile joins the family of AlphaTauri, a wonderful family. We are on to pick number 19, Aston Martin. Who have you got, Maddie? Who is your second pick? Who's picking up with
Speaking about families, we're going to go Jules' brother, Noob.
Ooh, Noob goes into pick number 19, and that leaves my friends out there in Twitch land just one more pick, and that is McLaren. Who might we have, KLX, for the last pick of round 1?
Yes, guys. I'm going to go for... Oh, this is a difficult one. Bloody... I'm going to go Kaipi, I think.
Oh, Kaipi gets
Kaipi.
done.
Nice pick, man. I was debating
All right, a
Kaipi
fantastic pick.
and Blurs.
Okay, all right. Well, that rounds out tier 1, the top
Oof.
20. You can see them on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. That was just as exciting as we all expected it to be. A lot of big names gone there first. Shall we get a few of the team principals in here to have a wee bit of a quick chat before we carry on? Who shall we have a chat to?
I
Tetris.
reckon.
Who would you like to chat to?
Let's have a chat to Ads,
Yeah.
the Alpine team principal.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say about the Tier 1.
Yeah,
So,
sorry, what was the
Ads-
question?
How do you feel
it
about your picks?
wasn't really a question. It was
look-
just an open-ended invitation to say some words.
Look, they weren't my top 2 picks, but no, I'm pretty happy. Kramer's shown some good pace, and I don't know much about Kevin Cow, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they can both do the job.
Yeah, Kevin had an outstanding preseason. There's no doubt about that. He really shone in the early Tier 3 and Tier 4 races, and we quickly bumped him up into Tier 1. So that's an outstanding matchup for you, Ads. Well done tonight, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Fantastic. We'll just quickly dip on the McLaren. KLX, how did you feel going first and last in that? Obviously, you're picking yourself for the first one. Was Kaipi who you were looking for in pick number 20, or did somebody else you had your eye on disappear first?
Snake both of them, which is
KLX.
heartbreaking.
Ooh,
I guess I'm happy with Copy. I think we're going to be a good score. Tier 1.
ooh,
We'll do well.
KLX, if you
may
can,
have some
yeah,
internet
if you
issues
can
there for KLX.
get onto your 4G instead of your Wi-Fi, if that's possible for your next pick,
Sure
and we'll get
thing.
you back in.
We'll get you back in. All right, and with that, shall we move on to round number 2, Tier 2?
Yeah, let's
Stains
do it,
in the
Martin.
background. Let's make it happen. All right. Of course, Mercedes. Broccolilli gets the first pick and the 8th pick. Broccolilli in the chat with us. Who is your pick for the number 1 spot in Tier 2?
So we'll have to get this one in chat. I think Staines will read it out for us.
Sorry, of course, yeah.
Sorry about that, Brocco.
Do we have an answer for Brocco
He is
in the background there,
choosing
Stains?
Gritto.
Oh,
Gritto's off the board first
Gritto
round.
goes on and off the board. All right. Second pick, Aston Martin. Who do we have, Matty AU? Who's your pick, my friend?
This one was a hard one. I had to really think about this one for a while. But we're going to have to run with Medi.
Oh, Medi goes. A
Alright.
wonderful pick there, Matty.
So I survived
and
another week as member experience.
member experience liaison officer.
Beautiful.
And into pick number 3, we go Ferrari Mash. Mash, what do you got?
This was a hard one. My third pick, I'm going with none other than MX.
Wow.
Ooh,
Great
MX.
pick. Great pick. Of course, MX
All right.
dominated late last season. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Almighty God, pick 4, and of course yourself in pick number 5. Who is going to be driving alongside you this season in Tier 2?
This is a tough one. I'm gonna bring ISO Skits.
Oh, an absolutely rapid driver
Good man.
in himself. What a fantastic pick.
Good mate of MX, those two at Alpha last year.
Tetris, what are your thoughts so far?
Look, who can forget the finale, or not the finale, but the it actually was the season finale. We called it with ISO Skits and MX crossing the line together in the Alfa Romeo. It was a wonderful Inters moment that we caught. I think all the picks so far have been pretty impressive.
Oh, I totally agree, Matt. What an emotional moment that was. So into pick number 6 for McLaren, we go KLX. Alongside Mercy, who have you got?
Daniel Starr, please.
Oh, Daniel Starr. Yeah, okay. I knew he was going to go off the board nice and early. Into pick number 8, hopefully Staines has got that sorted out for Mercedes for Broccolilli, and we will hear very quickly who Brocco will be choosing for pick number 8 in Tier 2. Just waiting on, sorry, those watching, we just do have some little...
choosing Cameron the Sea.
Cameron the Sea.
Pause.
Okay. All
Wow.
right.
Can I just say, there are a bunch of just unbelievably good Tier 2 drivers left.
I agree, mate. I totally agree. On to Hess we go for pick number 9. Stainsy, that's you.
Oh, it feels nostalgic being back in the Steiner ship. But here we go. Let me just check if this driver is still available. Yes, he is. We're going to take Carrot. SMDU Carrot.
Ooh. SMDU Carrot. A bit of an unknown name to me, I'll be perfectly honest. I haven't raced against this drive, but I have heard some fantastic things. So on to pick number 10 we go, Alpine. That's Ads. Are you still with us, Ads?
Yeah, mate.
Who have you got?
I'm going to go with Blues for my pick.
Wow, that's a great pick, Ads.
It's a great pick, of course. A cross driver into Tier 1 and Tier 2. He was available. Was Blues a fantastically rapid driver. And now we go on to the second column. Pick number 11. I've got a funny feeling I might know who this pick is going to be. From you, Joey. To the AlphaTauri family goes.
Racer boy, Martin
Ah,
Brundle.
yeah.
You know,
Drum roll. There it is.
brother.
We love to see it.
Let's go. Unbiased, of course. Williams. Gosh, I'm pleased about that. On to Williams, of course. Logan, you've got 12 and 13, picking yourself as ever for pick number 13. Who will be alongside you in the seat this time around?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you, boys. If I did have the pick in front of Broseph, you would have been coming here, boy racer. So I was going to cut his lunch a little bit, but luckily he had the pick before me. Look, I'm just looking at here, and there's a lot of people capable of a race win. And I'm surprised this bloke is still in. He's a champion. We're going to have to go with Aussie 2K.
Oh,
Good pick, man.
Aussie 2K go, fantastic pick.
Can't
There's
believe
still a lot
Crispy's
of
still on the board.
Crispy still on the board. Cool boy Harass. A lot of great
Buster.
drivers out there. Ron Burgundy, Toxic Toast, of course, Mertz, T8 Unit. There are some great names still on the board. So down to pick number 15, Ads. That's back to you.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to take Myrtle.
Ooh! Mertz,
goes.
congratulations, mate.
Mertz
Let's
goes
go,
down and off
Alpine
the
family.
board. To the Alpine family, he goes 16. We go to the Red Bull. Tyler, who have you got for pick number 16, Tier 2?
Well, I'm going to return a favour in Oz F1. I'm going to pick T8.
The
E8.
unit. The unit.
The unit
Great
himself.
pick, man. Steady.
Oof. Tetris, what are your thoughts for 17, 18, and 19?
Oh, look, could go any way. There's still a lot of decent drivers out there that haven't been picked, as you said. Crispy, what the heck? What's
I can't
everyone
believe
thinking?
That's
And
unbelievable.
yeah, I'll be, Harass as well. A veteran from, season 1. He's driven in season 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, look, let's just see how it rolls.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Absolutely. So we've got 3 left, 17, 18, and 19. Matty AU, of course, taking his own seat in Aston Martin. So 17, we have Staines picking 4. Of course, Jaco, who is away this evening. Staines, number 17.
Well, I know this draft pool's probably the most stacked out of all of the tiers, and I can't believe this guy hasn't gone. And it is Jaco's second top pick that he wanted, and that is Buster.
Wow. Wow,
Ooh.
Buster. Congratulations, mate.
Oh, Buster
Let's
gets a
go.
seed. Seed, not seed. All right, 18. Let's go, Mash.
I can't believe this guy hasn't been picked.
Oh,
but
gonna be
we
allowed.
got to
Gotta
go
be.
Crispy. We got to
Oh,
go
of
Crispy.
course. You've
There
just
he
got to
is.
go. You
Well
got to
done,
go, Crispy.
Crispy.
Well done, Crispy. Finally, mate, you hung on. You've got yourself in the red Scuderia for season number 4. So number 19, the last one on the board, Red Bull. Tyler.
Well, I know he's got pace, and it's kind of a risk, but I'll take where is he? It's Toddy.
It's Toddy. Great
Ooh,
pick,
it's
man.
Toddy, great pick. Fantastic. All right, that's it. That rounds out tier 2, round 2. That is your top 20, or that is your 20 drivers for season 4 here at Inters Racing League. Man, there's some rapid drivers on there. I'm a little bit sweating in my boots looking at
Wow.
racing against them next season. I will
Look
be
at some
so
of these
honest.
matchups. This is
Look at the
incredible.
matchups.
MX and Crispy. You've got Aussie 2-Goat, Logan. Wow. You got Mertz and
Blues.
Blues. Oh,
Or
This
Medi, a
is,
consistent driver. By crikey.
absolutely stacked. This is going to be a hell of a season. Medi and Matty AU, the two brothers in the green Aston Martin. And of course,
Oh,
Boy
man.
Racer and Broser for United. Look, I've got to say, Haas, Carrot. I raced with him today in the lobby, and he was super quick, man. He's tier 1 almost. So Buster and Carrot together, Jacko will be he'll be laughing.
100%. Tetris, who would you like to get in for a quick chat?
Hey, let's get Matty in, the Aston Martin TP.
Yes.
He's done a lot. Obviously, he's done a hell of a lot of work. I'd like to do a personal shout out to him for the driver market, to have such a stacked driver market. He's done a hell of a lot of work. So well done, Matty. What are your thoughts on Tier 2? Give us a rundown of how you think the season's going to go in 10 seconds.
It's gonna be great. It's the best tier that we've got, I reckon, in terms of from 1 to 20. It's going to be tight. So, but the Haas is probably looking the best, to be honest.
Thank you.
Them be fighting words.
I'll just add though, so those were Jaco's top 2 picks, so he'll be very stoked that he got both of those guys.
Nice.
Definitely. Yep. That's a great round of drafting there from everyone. Congratulations to everyone who got a seat. And of course, those who have missed out, there are going to be some opportunities opening up maybe earlier in the season. TPs have a chance to drop some drivers if they're not up to scratch with a few clauses in a couple of contracts. So don't be too disappointed if you haven't been drafted. If you do get a chance to reserve and you perform well, you may get a seat. So hang in there, guys.
Hang in there, 100%. Have you got any stats for maybe some of the top 5 drivers in this tier, Joey?
Oh, look, Medi, of course, last season did very well. I think he finished around 6th overall in Tier 3. Gritto, I think Gritto may have left halfway through season 3 in Tier 2. He finished around 11th, I think. MX, of course, we know finished very strongly, as did ISO in the AlphaTauri last season. Golby always consistent there. So yeah, that's about all I've got for the moment.
Perfect. Always the man with the stats. Shall we shift on to tier number 3?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. No mucking around. No mucking around in this place. All right. So, of course, we do have McLaren starting off KLX. Let's just kick straight into it. Tier 3 KLX McLaren. Pick number 1 for this round. Who is it?
X-Verk, please.
Okay.
X-Verk, you guys hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
X-Verk.
Yep.
All
And
right.
he's a Tier 2, Tier 3 driver, so obviously he has the pace for Tier 2 as well as Tier 3.
Yeah, that's
He
a
could
great
well
steal
be
there in Tier 3.
could well be towards the top of Tier 3 this coming season. On to Mash.
Look, I'm gonna go with my first choice pick. That is Gordo.
Gordo's off the board nice and early. That's a bit of a surprise. I've heard some good things about Gordo though, so we'll have to wait and see how he performs at Inters.
Yeah. Pick number 3 alongside Jafessa. Who have we got, Maddie?
Just quickly, there's already something in there for my pick 11. I just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah. Pick 11 needs to be removed.
My bad.
We
That's
will
a
take-
graphics
Sorry.
issue.
We will.
Okay, I should have picked up on that. But
There you go.
who will be alongside the blank number 11? In,
We will take Christo.
He's got it. He couldn't wait to get that name out. It was
Yeah,
bursting out of his mouth, that one. Yep.
on the tip of his tongue. Adzi, P4, what do you got?
It's got to be my boy Stainsy.
Oh,
Stainsy gone off the board.
Stains's done.
Alpine.
Done real quick. He's joining the Alpine family. On to McLaren in P5. Who do we have? KLX.
Sergeant Potato, please.
Oh, Potato, the sergeant himself. Fantastic pick.
That's a
Indeed.
great
Pick number.
Sergeant
That is a
Potato,
great pick.
Yeah, top 5 last season, so he's got plenty of pace.
Near pace. Looking forward to being in the top 5. That man for Tier 3, Season 4, I reckon. AlphaTauri, P6, Joey.
Oh, look, this is a tough one because I'm gonna have to return the favor and draft the man who drafted me to this fabulous team. That'll be Tetris is coming off the board, pick 6.
I just am
Screaming on the inside.
I am screaming on the inside that, of course, the man who no one actually really knows who he is, of course, who the heck is Tetris O'Hare? He's a living legend. Welcome to the AlphaTauri family, Tetris. It's so wonderful to have you along.
Let's go, Tetris.
Let's go,
go.
Tetris. Get in there. The boys are back in town. Ads P7, you have already chosen yourself for Alpine. Let's go to Red Bull. Now it's a double up for Red Bull. They managed to draw relatively well in Tier 3, 8 and 9, 2 in a row. Who have we got, Tyler?
Oh, this is gonna be hard. Hold on. I'll take like a true boss. Big A.
Great pick, man. Great pick. Boss who's showing
Awesome pick.
great
Rapid.
preseason.
Awesome pace. And that man, he is rapid. Of course, Boss has changed from controller to a wheel. A wheel donated very nicely from Broseph, I believe, who sent it across to Boss. And he is now running in the real world with a wheel and pedals. So he's absolutely rapid. Who is pick number 9 for Red Bull?
Stuck in between 2 at the moment, but going off the stats, I'll probably go off to Izzy.
Easy, bro.
Okay.
Super pick.
Super pick. Is he, bro? Pairing
Yeah,
up with like a true boss. So very
he-
rapid drivers
Izzy,
themselves.
bro. Yeah, I'm sure he finished in the top 4, Martin. So last season,
Oof.
he's got plenty of pace.
Linear pace, old Izzy. Fantastic. All right. Back to AlphaTauri we go. Who's going to be sitting alongside Tetris in the hot seat?
I'm going to have to take the Tier 4 champion, Ducat. You're coming back to
Oh.
AlphaTauri, mate. Get in there. Battle Cat. Let's go.
Get in there for the Battle Cat. Welcome back to the family. Battle Cat, if you're out there listening, shout out to you, mate. You will be sitting alongside the man, the legend, who is Tetris in Tier 3 for AlphaTauri. On to number 11, Matty, you. Who have you got for us next?
If anyone's followed DRS, they'll know this guy quite well. I'm taking Bopton.
Bompton. Super
Ooh.
pick, man.
Also
Diesel
does a
Suave.
hell of a shoey, I remember.
Ah,
That's why I picked him.
Yeah,
an
man,
actual shoey.
for
The
sure.
Danny Ricciardo shoey. Oh, fantastic. All right. Alfa Romeo with the double up late in the game, or late-ish in the game, 12 and 13. Who do we have, Almighty God, for 12 and 13?
Well, I mean, a whole heap of my picks just went bang, bang, bang. So with 12, I've got to bring in Ratbag.
Yeah, super,
Oh.
man.
Oh,
I've got to
for
bring
goodness
in the
sake.
Yeah.
you got to
double
bring in
FF.
the FFS.
And he's had a
Yeah,
great
that's
preseason too. Ratbag is on fire at the
Yeah,
moment.
absolutely. Went up my order a lot in the
Me too.
preseason. But
Fantastic.
uh,
And then same again,
With-
who's in number 13?
with my last one, I reckon I've got to bring in my boy Shadow.
Ooh.
Shadow
It
gets the
personally
seat.
might be a bit
Okay.
tough, but I
Alright, Shadow.
reckon late in the season, I reckon watch this space. Ratbag and Shadow together, I reckon could be a good team.
Great
Alfa
team, mate.
Romeo got themselves a fine team in Tier 3. Mercedes will be Brocco. Staines, can we have an update on Brocco's P14 for Tier 3?
He wants JJ.
Ooh, JJ
JJ.
goes into pick number 14. That's a fantastic pick.
That's a solid pick. We battled JJ late last season in Tier 1, Martin, if you remember.
Oh, I do remember, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was very hard to shake, so he'll do very well in Tier 3. It's a fantastic pick, Brocco, under the radar.
Yeah, fantastic pick. Tetris, what are your thoughts so far?
Oh, look, my thoughts so far. I'm happy about my teammate. It's going to be a great season. We're actually doing comms together as well. But look, there's a lot of very, very quick boys in there. Look, Potato, Staines, Gordo. I mean, I could read that whole list. I haven't actually raced against Bopkin, but I've seen him drive in DRS, and he is rapid as well. Shadow, JJ, they've all got their strengths, and it's going to be a very, very good season, I can tell you right now. It's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's it, mate. I cannot wait. It's going to be an absolute banger. It's great to have you in the AlphaTauri family. I can't wait to see how everybody
Keeping
goes
the
to Tier 3.
family together.
Keep it in the family. Hats, let's go. Let's keep this train moving. Staines, pick number 15 and 18. Who was your 15?
15 is going to be Lindsay Plays.
Lindsay plays, eh? Of course he does.
Lindsay's
I've
going to
heard
be
that
playing
Lindsay-
all year long.
Yeah, I've heard that Lindsay plays, and it's apparent by his name. All right, Mash in the Mashrari P16. Of course, P2 is Gordo. Who is going alongside Gordo?
Well, I seem to be getting everyone I want at this stage. We're gonna go with Blue Dog.
Wow.
Blue Dog
Ooh.
absolutely
Great
rapid
pick,
across
man.
season races. Holy crikey. What a fantastic pick that is.
What a pick.
What a
Yeah,
pick.
what a team. What a team. Gordo and Blue Dog.
Oh, crikey. That's going to be an absolute banger. Can't wait. Brocco for P17 in the Mercedes. Who have we got, Staines?
He
Can you feed that information?
is just typing now. He is going to choose Deadly Fuller.
Oh, man, I was wondering when
God,
Deadly
you
was going
guys
to come
wrap
off.
it off. Did he go well
Yep.
early?
Super pick. Tier 3 stacked. Absolutely stacked. That's a great
Absolutely
pick for
stacked.
all the way down to P17. I thought he was going to be off in the top 6, really, Deadly Fuller.
Yep, I agree. Absolutely agree. P18, we've got Haas.
Me
Staines,
again.
who's P18?
Might I add before I choose how stacked it is and how good it is that everyone's getting who they want on their team? I think everyone so far seems to be pretty happy with their picks. So that just is another shout out to Maddie for getting together such an awesome pool.
Yeah, well
Hell
said.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, let me just look at his notes. It's looking like we are going to be taking Sandro. Going back
Ooh.
to the Haas.
I like Sandro. Oh,
Ooh.
he'll be familiar in that one.
Sandro the
Of
Pro
course,
going back to
Sandro.
a Haas.
Yeah, Sandro, of course, last season did very well. Finished top 5, actually 5th overall, right behind Bridgie, and in front of Bang in T4 last season. So he's been bumped up into Tier 3, and he's got the pace to hold his own in there.
Wonderful. Sounds like an absolutely banger Tier 3 so far. And of course, the double up on Williams. 19th and 20th, the last couple of places, but hopefully it will go well their way. Logan, who are the last 2 picks for Tier 3?
It hurts, boys. It hurts. You should have seen how many times I fell off my chair just watching my picks get taken away from me. Have you guys ever eaten cold soup that's out of date?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, trust me, that's how I feel right now. My gut's gone. But look, there are some still amazing picks, and I think I've actually hit the nail on the head that this bloke's actually come so far. Especially Joey, I'm surprised this bloke got under your nose. I think you know who I'm going for, and he's an AlphaTauri veteran. That's Richo Jr.
Yeah, great pick, mate. That's a tremendous pick. He's going to do really well for Williams. So, yeah, you got my blessing with that one. Well done.
And then this bloke in particular, I raced against him in DRS. Surprised, I don't think he's very well known in Inters, but like I said, I think he's pretty new, and it's the man, the myth, the legend. Bloody who cares? Thinking he can run the rails for Williams. So.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
under the radar.
Logan.
Yep.
Oh, we try, boys. We try.
I'm very surprised the Hatch Blaster didn't get his name called in Tier 3. Don War, of course, at the moment. Cool Boy, Woofer, just some quick names. Quick Killer as well that missed out there. So, yeah, unfortunate, but what a stacked tier that was.
Yeah, definitely absolute stack. I mean, for Tier 3, we should probably go to you, Joey. What are your thoughts? How do you think it's going so far? It seems to be going very, very well. Of course, I'm very proud to be part of the team, Tetris and Ducat as well. Are you getting the ones that you wanted to get?
Yeah, it's working out pretty well. Like Stain said, for a lot of the TPs, it seems that they seem to be getting the picks that they want. I can't believe Ducat fell all the way to Tier 10, although he was pick 10. Although he was the Tier 4 champion. I spoke to a few people, and they thought he was going to be the first pick off the board in Tier 3. So for him to fall to my second pick in Tier 3, and to pair Tetris and him, who get along very well, the chemistry with those two, that's going to come to fruition and pay off a lot of points. And I'm very happy in Tier 3.
Sounds wonderful. Absolutely awesome picks for Tier 3. Shall we just quickly move on to Tier number 4? I know the fans want to see what's going to happen in Tier 4. Let's go to the next one.
And if you just forgive me for a second, I will just take out the guys who ended up getting picked up, which I think is just
okay.
Richard.
Yep.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
So yeah, like we said before, a few of those guys who missed out. There will be opportunities. Argo, JJ, of course, he went early in tier 2. But Domwar, yeah, a couple of those boys are still left in tier 4. How are we looking, Staines?
Yeah, ready when you guys are.
All right. Take it away, Martin.
Perfect, mate. Off to a banger. Matty AU, of course, has pick number 1 for this round and pick number 18. So a little bit far apart, 17 places apart. Hopefully he manages to get who he wants for pick number 1 and then pick up the scraps for pick number 18. Matty, who have you got first?
Yeah, I'll definitely get someone who I want here, Martin. Thank you. We'll take Trenner.
Oh, Trenner, he's off the board. I knew he'd go early.
Mm.
Absolutely rapid driver.
Great
On
pick.
to McLaren KLX. Who's pick number 2?
Yeah, we're going to go for Bridgie.
Bridgie's done and gone.
The 2 teammates at Aston Martin last season in tier 4 have gone 1 and 2 off the board.
Oh, fantastic stats there, of course, as ever from you, Joey. Ads, pick number 3.
Taking Cuds.
Ooh, Cuds is
Somewhat
done.
the newcomer.
Somewhat the newcomer.
He did do a few races last season as a reserve and did really well. And Cuds has had an outstanding preseason. So congratulations, Cuds. You're joining the team at Alpine.
Alpine, sounds good. All right, Williams. On to Logan. We go for pick number 4, tier 4.
Believe it or not, boys, this is my best pick of the day. Before this was pick 12, so I'm actually just getting quite keen. I'm just reading the whole list because it's probably the only chance I'll get to read the whole list. So if you just give me a moment, I'm stuck between 2 drivers.
Lucky you get 2 picks this tier.
Yeah.
And you got 5,
far
4,
apart.
3, 2. No, I'm just missing it.
Look, did Dom Moore get picked?
Who?
Dom Moore?
He's still on the board.
No, he's still on the board,
Tier
mate.
4.
Yeah, no worries. Give me him. I'm happy with that, boys.
He wants a bit of Dom War.
I do. I love it.
Dom War.
Dom War,
That's
of
what he's all
course,
about,
yeah.
a little bit of the Dom.
Dom
All
War
right.
is actually a great pick. He is a season 2 veteran. I think he's been around since into season 1 or 2. He was actually my teammate in season 1 before the AlphaTauri dynasty. So yeah, great pick.
Yeah, trying to just get a bit of experience and youth in my team. So just trying to mix it up a little bit. Then when we have some practice nights, everyone's got a little bit of feedback to give.
Absolutely, mate. Well done.
Absolutely. Tyler, has anybody gone off the board that you were going to pick so far?
No, not yet.
No,
Maybe
not yet. All
Cuds,
right.
but I knew Ads would go
Oh.
for him.
Of course. Throw it on us then. What have you got?
Oh, well, this guy did really well for the amount of races he did, so I'll take Aussie Powers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Going back to the rental team too, Aussie Powers. That's a tremendous pick.
Fantastic pick.
He did outstandingly for when he appeared last season. Almost all podiums when he appeared. Aussie Powers.
By crikey, those are some fantastic. That's fantastic results for Aussie Powers. Cuds in P3 Ads. You've got P6 as well. Very early on, a couple of picks there for you. Who's going to be alongside Cuds?
Quiet Cake will join the Alpine family.
Wow.
Oh.
The Alpine
Quiet
family.
Cake goes early off the board. P6. Nice one.
Oh, nice one. Stainsy, who is pick number 7 for the wonderful White House?
I will just have a quick look, lads. So we are going to be taking, and this is who I would have chosen number 1 as well, Batman 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yep.
It's got to be.
Can't believe
Great
he
pick.
fell that low, to be honest.
Yeah.
banger of a pick there.
Yep. I knew he was
Absolute
in the
banger
top
of
10.
pick.
Mm-hmm.
Gobby, P8. Who is it?
I'm going to take Parsifal.
Jesse goes off the board. Yeah. Jesse appeared a few races last season in reserve and scored a couple of points in a few races. So, yeah, he's definitely showing some form and he should do well for you there in pick 8 in AlphaTauri. So well done.
Yikes. All right. A few fast names and great drivers off the board at this stage, but still many great ones to go. McLaren KLX for P number 9. Who is it?
Let's go SJ, the 1.
Yeah.
SJ going alongside Bridgie. Now, SJ, a fantastic driver in himself, of course, very, very English, loves a cup of tea, that man. I have raced along SJ for a few seasons now. Not last season as much, but I certainly did meet him early on in the Inters League, and just a wonderful human and a great driver himself. Very, very respective in most scenarios. I did have a wee bit of an incident with him at Hungary Turn 3. I'm sure. Shout out to you, Estray. I'm sure you remember that, my friend. On to pick number 10, Alpha Tauri. Joey, it is our first pick for this round. Who is it?
I'm going to draft Alan Santa.
Oh,
Yes.
Santa.
We love
Welcome
to
to
see
the
it.
Alpha
Hey.
Tauri team. Oh, absolutely fantastic pick. That man lives in a postcard-worthy world in the middle of the
Can-
mountains covered in snow.
Yeah, can I just say, SJ falling down to P9. SJ finished P3 overall in Tier 3 last season. He was right behind Richo and Ducat, and he finished on top of Bridgie and Sandro, who was picked in Tier 3 this season. So I think that's a good steal there for McLaren there in P9 with SJ.
Point.
Absolutely. P11 we go for Alfa Romeo. Gobby, who is up next? Very, very long-winded pick.
SJ was my pick. I'm pretty sure I've done a bit of racing with him, but I can't remember much. I do remember him being quite quick, but I'm gonna bring in Bang Labai.
Yep. Bang, that's a good pick. He finished 6 overall in Tier 4. A little bit of a controversial driver, of course, in the preseason, but on his day, very rapid and he can win races. Good pick there, Gob.
Absolutely wonderful pick. Onto Ferrari we go. Ferrari P12 and P16 in the pick. A little bit late in the game. Hopefully none of your drivers have disappeared so far. Who do you have for number 12?
Yeah, look, fortunately, my number 1 pick is still here somehow. But for pick number 12, we're going with Beefy. He's absolutely rapid.
Yeah, that's a tremendous pick. Beefy appeared in a couple of races last season as a reserve. I think he got points in every race, and he's definitely one that's gone under the radar. So Ferrari, another great pick there.
Another great pick indeed. Tetris, any thoughts so far? Do you think there are still some great drivers out there, and who might they be?
Definitely some great drivers out there. A few unknowns actually. We've had a hell of a lot of people sign up since the end of season 3. There's a lot of those drivers have actually obviously driven in the pre-season, so we've had a taste of what their capabilities are. But I'll look. Dutch Verstappen is one name that jumps out at me. Also, F1 Original. He's a consistent streamer, but he's also a very, very quite a decent driver as well. Look, there's also Saki and Immortal. Can't rule out Immortal. He's obviously a season 1 veteran. He's been around since Timmy and Sir Slayer and all the old boys from season 1 were around. So yeah, there's still quite a few decent drivers. Ethimon as well on his day is quite a quick driver as well, who hasn't been picked. So there's still a lot of talent in the pool, I believe.
Of course, Wayne Morris as well, who
Yes,
scored
of course.
in almost every race he appeared in when he was there last season. Came in halfway through for McLaren, and also Jenneth Lee. We've got to mention Jenneth, who was in the preseason, who did some very nice finishes as well.
Yeah, definitely. They certainly did. Wayne Morris, of course, is a bit of a dark horse as well. Fantastic driver, that man. Total form entries we had for this was 147. Draft eligible was 103 drivers. TP drivers, of course, 9 out of the 10 are TPs and drivers. Sam RDR being the only driver who was not, the only TP who was not a driver. Reserve drivers, there was 20. So a lot of great talent out there, and just still so many to go. It's going to be interesting to see really who the last 7 picks are. So on to number 13 we go for the Haas. Staines, what have we got for pick number 13?
So I've managed to get Jayco's 1 and 2 again, and this is a driver that I know is very deserving of a seat. I think he is new to Inters, or if he's not, he's only been here a short amount of time, and that is JTE Racing.
Yeah, yep. I had my eye on JTE Racing. It's a good pick. So Jacko's going to be very happy. He seems to be picking all the guys that he had on his list. So you've done well, Stones.
You've done well. That is all of your picks out of the way, all done and dusted for you, Staines. Hopefully you're happy with those, mate. On to pick number 14 for Red Bull. We go over to Tyler.
I'm surprised he's still here, but I'll take A-Dog.
Okay, A-Dog 9-2 for pick number 14 for Red Bull, going alongside Aussie Power. That's going to be a fantastic lineup for Tier 4. On to pick number 15, AlphaTauri, who will be joining the AlphaTauri family this time around.
This is a bit of a difficult one, but he's still on the board and he's at the top of the list there on my board. So congratulations, original Paulie, mate. You're coming to AlphaTauri.
Original Paulie, welcome to the family, my friend.
Welcome.
Wonderful. They've got original. Oh, crikey. There's some bangers of names on here. Quiet Cake, Batman. I know Batman 1 is absolutely rapid. Bridgie, Cuds, Trinity. Gee whiskers, man. These guys are absolutely so rapid. Tier 4 is going to be a banger. On to 16. We go. Coming to the nitty-gritty part. 5 to go. Who is it going to be, Mash?
I just need a moment for this one. This is a very, very difficult pick.
I forgot to mention Paddy as well. Those
Down to the
drivers.
tail end.
Yeah, Paddy.
Paddy, of course, was a season 4 Sprint Series champion.
Season 2.
Season 2, sorry, Sprint. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go with Ethimon here.
Oh, I'm surprised Ethimon didn't go earlier, if I'm
Yeah.
honest. He is
Yeah.
rapid. He's a great driver. Another newcomer. A lot of these names I'm actually not really that familiar with, but Joey, with the stats, have you got us any information on Ethimon, Joey?
Oh, we know Ethimon's very well known around the racing leagues. He's been at OSRL, Oz F1, DRS. He's appeared in a few races in Inters as well. Yeah, definitely got a lot of pace. He doesn't use many assists at all, so you've got to take your head up to Ethimon and congratulations on getting a seat at Ferrari.
Fantastic. On to Williams, we go for pick number 17. Logan, who have you got for the fourth to last pick for the afternoon or for the evening?
Look, boys, I didn't really look that much into Tier 4, but now that I'm sitting here, I'm actually really enjoying my Tier 4 lineup because this bloke I thought was going to go like pick, not front of the order, but I was thinking he'd be like where Alain Santa is, especially in that AlphaTauri. I'm going to have to go with Wayne Morris. I was thinking sort of, I'm trying to pair people that know each other, but Wayne can make friends with anyone. So I'm hoping that those two can get along, Don Moore and Wayne.
Great matchup, I reckon, man. Yep.
No doubt about
You've
it.
done well,
Fantastic.
Logan. For those picks, you probably had the worst picks out of the lot, but you've done really well, mate.
I'm going to say I felt pretty shafted, but you know what? I'm actually feeling really happy, boys. I'm actually really happy with how everyone's picked, and I think it's going to be really tight this year. I don't think anyone's going to fall behind. So yeah, that's my thoughts, and I think I've definitely got reasons behind all my picks, and yeah, I'm happy.
Well, congratulations on all your picks, mate. Let's move on, Martin. Let's go.
Of course, we have Matty AU, third to last, pick number 18. Who will you be pairing with Trina?
I actually can't believe this guy's still there. I had him in my top 5 personally, but we're taking Paddy.
Paddy.
Oh, Paddy, Paddy goes.
That's a great
for
pick.
a seat in the Aston Martin with Matty AU, the TP up against, sitting next to, I should say, Trina. Now on to the last two. Mercedes unfortunately had a bit of a bad day in Tier 4, coming in 19th and 20th. Can we have some feedback on what Broccolilli would be choosing for P19 and P20?
So P19 is going to be Immortal Racer.
Immortal gets a seat.
Racer, he does jump in
Jeez,
there in
bro.
the hot seat.
Back to
And the
Mercedes.
silver arrow.
And with the
And pick
last
number 20.
pick, I think this guy was my first ever teammate in sim racing, and that is Skittle Peak.
Skittle Peak. What do they call it? The Mr. Irrelevant in the NFL draft. The last pick off the board, Mr. Irrelevant. So let's see what you can do this year. Congratulations on getting the last seed at the Inters draft, season 4.
Wonderful.
Well,
All right. That rounds it out. By crikey, that's it. Draft night is done. Tetris, give us some feedback.
Look, Tier 4, what a bunch of phenomenal drivers. Most of them I have either seen race or raced against. And I'm kind of glad I'm not in Tier 4. I'm a bit scared of Tier 3, to be honest. But yeah, look, all of those drivers in Tier 4 have got some serious pace. There's going to be some great battles out there this season. There's going to be some great entertaining streams as well, like safety cars. There's going to be controversy, but there's also, I just hope we're all going to have an awesome season. Look, personally, Aston, happy to be back in the AlphaTauri. Happy to see a fair bit of the AlphaTauri family back to, staying together. But also, good to see a whole swathe of new drivers coming through. I've been with this, I've been with the Inters for 3 seasons, and this will be my 3rd season with Inters, driving and being an admin. And I was a TP for 2 seasons. We've had some good experiences. And look, I just feel as though it's a really good vibe going into Tier 4. We've got a great admin team. Shout out to, obviously, Staines for doing all of his work on the draft today, the overlays and the streaming and all that. That's basically a massive job that he's just absolutely smashing out of the park. There's a lot of really good drivers, a lot of really good energy about the season. Obviously, we're going to be without our league owner. He's off overseas for 10 months, just hanging out in yachts and driving around the United States. So good luck to you, Timmy. Big shout out if you're listening. I bet you're pretty proud of the league and the way that it's going at the moment and the vibes that are happening. What are your thoughts, bro? So if I've rattled on for long enough now.
Oh, really good thoughts. Well done, Tetris. Yeah, what a cracker of a night. Just a tremendous draft. I think it went off without a hitch. I'll be remiss if I don't mention some names that weren't drafted. Secret in Tier 1, who is an Inters veteran. He's been here since the very beginning. So if there's any Tier 1 team principals who are unhappy with their drivers, Secret and Lorenz Bro, formerly known as Mercedes fan, I can't believe he wasn't drafted either. So fantastic drivers there who weren't selected. Hang around, boys. I'm sure you'll get a chance. Ron Burgundy in Tier 2, Toxic Toast, Crazy Kiwi, Cool Boy in Tier 3 as well in Tier 2, Hatch Blaster, Quick Killer, Wolfer, Jennifer Lee, Shade, Swiss Lord, Fat Eagle. You boys keep your head up. I'm sure you'll have opportunities maybe super early on in this league. So congratulations to all the drivers that did get drafted today. I can't get over all these fantastic matchups that we've got. The tiers are just stacked. I'm wrapped with the blokes that I've drafted.
Shall we get some of the team principals in for a quick chat?
Yep. So
why don't we get a couple of team principals? Who should we get in first? We haven't heard from Racer very much. Let's have a chat to Logan.
Hello, blokes.
How you going, mate?
Oh, I think the only real tier I was gutted about was Tier 2. Obviously, ISO Skits and MX they're my boys. I look after them. Obviously, I'm one of them. I was the only tier I'm gutted about, but look, I'm not that gutted because I did get some ripper picks. Like that Tier 2 was really stacked, boys, and I really can't complain. So,
yeah, Aussie 2K, what a driver, mate! What an absolute banger of a driver. I've raced against him a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he went under the radar. I would have thought being Tier 3 champion, you'd be right up there, but coming into Tier 2, like I said, it's a different playing field. You've got that the boy Racer and Bracer, they're ones to look out for. Absolute ripper blokes, good drivers. So they're gonna be I had a couple good racing with them. So you boys, cheers to you, and I'm gonna have some fun with you blokes. But I'm keen and
oh man.
Yeah, and like I'm a good. I think I'm a good TP, Tetris. Being your first TP, I think you can give some comment on that. But yeah,
you're commenting yourself, mate.
Yeah. Look,
no, seriously. You were a great TP, and last season you brought a lot of good energy in You didn't come to the helm for Alpha. You were Alpha Romeo last.
Brought it back to life.
You brought it
Yeah.
back to life. You brought the TP chat back to life, and you definitely injected a lot of positivity. So yeah, we wish you all the best, mate.
Yeah, well, I think TJ gave me a stat of like Alfa Romeo in the bottom 2 tiers pulled like the most points in 3 weeks, like then the top 3 teams in the first 3 weeks. So like that was a pretty good stat, and I'm pretty happy with that. You know, having to rebuild a team like, but you know, like I'm pretty happy. You know, I got Kiwi, bit of controversy. Like, didn't think I'd pick him, but when I saw his name, I was like, look, he's a good driver and he knows how to steer. Definitely going to be worth a podium. And same with Winston. I haven't really watched him, but I did watch one of his races and he was on point. So,
did you say he knows how to steer? You mean a car?
Yeah. Yeah. An F1 car.
That's a great thing to say. Yeah. 100%.
He knows how to sit in the seat.
He knows how to
all
switch
of
to
that bloke
PlayStation.
does eat popcorn. So no.
No, but
he knows how to drink beer.
Yeah. So
your
like,
pairing of MX and ISO skits last season was a great pairing at the end.
Yeah.
If you'd have had them earlier on in the season, or if you'd have had that pairing from the beginning of the season, that tier for you would have been a totally different story.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know the actual stat, but I think Williams did get the crappier end of the stick with picks. But I think I've done good with what, and I think, like you said, everyone's got who they wanted. And I think the only thing I probably would have changed is probably grab an MX, and that's all. So, but look at that, Aussie 2Go GOAT, what a driver! So, he was second on my list, and I'm so glad that I got him. So,
steal.
Yeah, well, like I said, the reason behind all of mine, like there's a lot of similarities in some of the teams. I don't think there's many people that are returning to Williams, so. I'm glad that I got to shake it up a little bit, and like I said, experience and youth. So, a lot of feedback on practice nights, boys. So, yeah. Oh, and I just thought I might say just a big cheers to the blokes that keep us hydrated at Dubby. So.
Oh, absolutely. We were going to wrap it up and say that as well, but yes, definitely.
Oh, well, at Williams, we're like a Dubby garage. Like, you know how they got those V8 supercar petroleum tanks? We've got Dubby petroleum tanks. So.
Have you got the IV drips with W in them?
Yeah, sure.
Cool suit.
Yeah, that's how it goes, you know. I
was just going to say we'll wrap it up there. Good luck for the season. We're going to get a couple of the other TPs before we break it off for the night. Who did you want to get in next, Racer?
Have we heard from Gobby this evening? Who else haven't we heard from?
We haven't heard from him, but we haven't heard too much. Let's get Gobby in for a quick chat.
Let's get Gobby in.
Gobby, go over your picks for us, man.
Mute my phone for a second there. What's going on? I'm sitting here going over. I'm happy with the picks I've got. One, I kind of got thrown in late, so it was kind of tough for me to back end of last week was when I got thrown in, so it's tough for me to sort of get a list together. So went over this morning, and shout out to James as well, because he gave me a hand picking going through some other guys, but I've seen Scotty do some racing in some other league stuff, and I know he's pretty quick, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll bring him in. So once I'd drafted, and I'd been talking to him for the last couple of days too, or today, and I asked him once I drafted him if he had any recommendations for picks, and he said Roscoe. I don't really know much about him, so
mate, let me tell you, you've done amazing to pick up Roscoe on pick 16. He was my fourth driver down in tier 1, but I had to go with obviously someone who's pretty close to me and Tomo. So, mate, Scotty was my number 1 driver overall. So for you to get Scotty and Roscoe, your 2 drivers in tier 1, that could be the best pairing of tier 1.
I hope so. I hope so. Speaking of Scotty, he's keen to race. I haven't had a chat with Roscoe yet, so hopefully he's keen to get in the alpha and go. But yeah, if those guys can hit the ground running, that'd be awesome for us. Get rid of this apparent curse that Alfa Romeo has.
That's it, man. Yeah, you'll cleanse that, Dobby. Don't worry. So, what's your favorite? What's your favorite pairing for all the drafts that you've selected in each tier? What's your favorite pair?
I mean, Tier. I just want to say, I heard before. Shout out to. I do want to give a shout out to Maddie because Tier 2 and Tier 4. Actually, do you know what? Tier 3 as well. They're all super tough to figure out picks for, but I mean, me and ISO, I'm going to be the weak link in our tier 2 lineup, so going to need ISO to perform. So hopefully he can perform well, and I can just do a good backup job. Ratbag and Shadow, I've got a plan with them too. Ratbag, yeah, Shadow's going to be Ratbag's little fucking stuffing wingmaster. Going to be so
the wingman.
I'm hope. Yeah, that's it. I've been speaking to Shadow over the last 2 days, and he seems very keen to drive. And after I drafted him, he shot me a message saying how happy he was to get a seat and to get a seat with Ratbag. So, yeah, happy to get those two in, and hopefully, I'd love to see these two do really, really well in Tier 3. I think they could be a very underrated team. Could slide a little under the radar there.
Yeah, I think great combo with those two. Shadow, just a bit of inside information for you. I know he's been putting in practice almost on the daily, trying to improve his racecraft, and yeah, you can see it's coming to fruition. So I think a great pairing with Ratbag and Shadow, they'll get along great. So yeah, well done, Gobby.
Yeah, and then Jesse, I've been speaking to for a few days. I've raced with him in other leagues. I reckon he can do really, really well in Tier 4. Aang was a roll of the dice. I was torn between about 3 other people. Same with ISO. I was torn between about 3 people with those 2 picks. And Bang, I'm excited to see what he can bring into Tier 4. Hopefully him and Jesse can pull well and hopefully this apparent curse can be lifted.
Yeah. All right. Well, fantastic job there, mate. Congratulations on all those draft picks, and we'll see you out on track. It'll be a great season, Gobby. So well done,
Looking
mate.
forward to it, boys.
Good luck, Gubby. Good luck, mate.
Tetris. What about you pulling Matty AU, or have you got someone else in mind?
No. I was going to say either Mash or Matty AU. I think they're the only ones left in the chat anyway. Oh, sorry, KLX is in.
Yeah,
let's get Mash in. If he's still there.
Yes, boys, I'm still here.
Hey.
Obviously, I'm absolutely stoked. Tier 1 was my biggest concern because I really wanted my teammates to defend, but I wasn't sure if anyone else was like keeping an eye on him. So when he dropped to 12th, I was so happy. And look, I think together we could definitely go strong and go up against the the Haas, Mercedes, and just take it to the rest of the league.
Yeah, there's some in all of the tiers. There's some very strong driver pairings. Who would you put not as your favorite, but who are you most excited about seeing working together? Which tier?
I have to be Tier 2. I'd say MX and Crispy. Two great drivers.
Yes.
I think one's on pad, one's on the wheel as well, so they complement each other really well. So I'm excited to see how they go together. Both rapid, both keen, both love racing. I've spoken to both of them for quite a while, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm keen. I'm so keen. I'm so keen.
There's a lot of keenness flying around the paddock for season 4. We're keen to see how all of your drivers go in all of the tiers, Mash. And obviously, you being a driver TP, I understand the challenges that face you over the coming months. you've got to obviously organize a team, you've got to inspire a team, you also have to practice because you're a driver as well. What do you think is going to be your biggest challenge over the next 5 months in this season?
Probably just availability, just making sure guys
Yeah.
show up to races every week, because that's where all the points are, really. I'm pretty confident in that if our guys can turn up week in, week out, do a bit of practice, that we can be up there. But if guys start missing races, then we're a bit of a concern. And thankfully the tiers were so stacked that we should have a few reserves to fill in, hopefully, if it comes to that. But just getting everyone around and making sure people are held accountable.
100%, mate. 100%. Well, Martin, Broseph, and I all wish you the best of luck for this coming season. Do you other commentators have any other questions for Mash before we get Maddie in?
Nothing from me.
Just Mash being the tier 2 champion from last season, it's good to see him in tier 1, and I wish you all the best out there, mate. Good luck, and Rash and I will be calling all the races in tier 1, so we're staying with you, Mash. We'll call all your races again, and good luck out there, buddy.
I promise I'll get it right, Mash. It'll be the Mashrari. I've already got
Mashrari,
it.
let's go.
Mashrari. I've got it nailed already, mate. I've been practicing.
Nice. Catch you boys later.
Later, bro.
Cheers. All right,
Maddie,
I'll just.
Yep,
go for it. No, you bring him in.
I was going to say, Maddie, are you the final one for this afternoon? Hopefully you're still with us, my friend. What are your thoughts on the draft for season 4?
It was found that one to be really, really interesting. From top to bottom, I thought, everything ran absolutely smoothly. So thank you, Staines, for that. That's amazing. But I thought the draft pool was hard. Every pick was tough. And there's still some quality reserves there that probably should have got drafted. So that will definitely strengthen, the reserve pool, and hopefully these guys will, stick around and have a driver as a reserve and knock it all down to try and get a full-time seat.
Look, the drivers that you were thinking that you were going to get, or did you sort of miss out early, or how did it go for you?
One name for me really stood out, and I thought Jamie out there in tier 1 was really stiff. He's absolutely nuts. And whoever gets him as a reserve or as a full-time driver, whenever that comes around, will be absolutely laughing. He'd be a steal for anyone. But every single tier, I thought every single tier was tough. I thought tier 2 was probably the best on the grid. Anyone can win at any point. We might actually have 18 different winners.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be 16 of those.
But as I said, every single tier was it was hard to put together. As I said, so many quality drivers, it's really hard to put together. But I think in the end it's worked out quite nicely.
Just quickly, how a real standout, which shows the quality of the field in tier 2. Last season, Crispy finished 3rd behind Broken Reptile and Mash. And Crispy wasn't taken until what? Was it pick 18 or something in tier 2?
I think it was
17
or something like that.
18.
Yeah, pick 18, to Ferrari, which is just I still can't get over that. I thought Crispy would have gone top 3. Buster as well. Yeah.
I had Buster top 2, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you kind of led me down that track. The Buster was going pick 2 overall, but I kind of had a feeling it was going to be Maddie. That just goes to show, mate. What a fantabulous draft pool you got.
And at the same time, there's no reason why someone should go higher than Buster or lower than Buster or whatever it is. Some people work better with someone else, and TPs we looking at and trying to find some teamwork between the two drivers as well. So, which is nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, some people work better with someone else. So, but that means Haas, I thought in tier 2 with Carrot and Buster, I thought they'll be the duo in tier 2.
Yep.
But even tier 3 is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. So, and again, the reserve pool there in tier 3 is going to be good too. So, Yeah, mate, I'm pumped. We start this weekend. We're straight into it. So, yeah, can't wait.
With your tier 3 drivers, you picked Christo and Bompton. Look, they're fairly unknown in terms of inters. Have they raced together before in other leagues?
Not together, no. That's probably the new duo. Yeah, Christo, obviously, he's one of our mates, so he'll be good as a teammate in our squad. But as I said, I was actually very nervous that Christo would go quite high, so I took him high. I thought he'd go high, and I didn't think he'd get around to 11. But in saying that, I had Bopton in my top 5, and he came back to 11. So, yeah, for me personally, I thought Bopton was an absolute steal, and he was actually pushing Burke in DRS last season. So I think he came second, or he might have actually won. Yeah, those two battled all year, so they'll go again this year.
All right, congratulations on a great draft. Racer, you got anything else for your man there?
No, that's it from me. Fantastic evening, fantastic draft.
Thanks, Matty. We'll see you out on track, mate.
No worries, guys.
Congratulations, mate. Good luck.
You too.
I'll just do a little bit of a recap here, and then Tetris, if you want to give your thoughts, and then we'll sign off with Martin. So McLaren, pick 1 in Tier 1 with KLX. He matched him with Cappy in pick 20 in Tier 1. Now, that's a fantastic matchup. So McLaren, probably the best picks overall in the drafts in terms of how it fell in the lotto. So I'm sure they're happy. Ferrari, Mash, very happy. Alpine, I think, with ads has gone under the radar there. He's got some fantastic draft picks and team matchups there. So I think Alpine are going to do very, very well. Logan's very happy with Williams. Matty AU, obviously, we just spoke to. Jacko seemed to have got all his picks in a row. And I'm very happy at Aston Martin to retain Racer Boy as my my teammate, and of course Ducat and Tetris in Tier 3, just outstanding matchup. So take it away, Tetris. Thanks for a great night, boys.
Look, I just want to say thanks to everyone that tuned in. Thanks to everyone that applied. We have had such phenomenal support and such phenomenal interest in the pre-season and the lead up. We've got a whole bunch of really exciting new drivers, a lot of fresh talent. As you and Racer Boy have both mentioned, the amount of drivers that didn't get picked was just like, my brain is almost melted with the amount of drivers that actually are still left on the board in all of the tiers. So look, there's opportunities for reserves, there's opportunities for all the drivers, reserve drivers and new drivers to get amongst it. Look, it's going to be a really exciting season. I'm really looking forward to doing comms in Tier 4 again, back to my Friday night spot, and welcoming GUCAT in there. And we're looking forward to you guys continuing, well, actually not continuing, but looking forward to the Dream Team, Racer Boy and Broseph, in Tier 1 on Sunday afternoons. That's going to be pretty gosh darn exciting, if you want my personal opinion. That's pretty much it. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. Thanks to all of the admin. I have to give a shout out to all of the admin who have put in so much work. Staines, TJ, Logan, Matty AU for his phenomenal people wrangling skills in getting new drivers in. Gobby for his help with the draft. We did a brand new draft system this year, which I think we'll see if, I think it's gone pretty successfully. The lottery system was a bit controversial, but I believe it's actually gone off quite well. And a lot of talent on the grid. But all of the staff and admin that have put in so much effort, Joseph, yourself as well. Racer Boy, it's so great to be here with you guys. That's pretty much about it from me, and I think that's a wrap for Season 4 draft.
Thank you so much, Tetris. This has, of course, been the Season 4 draft. What a wonderful evening it's been. Some fantastic picks out there. I have been Marty B with the boys, the AlphaTauri family, Joseph, Broseph Coop on the other end of the microphone, and Tetris, the man himself as well. Thanks, boys, for joining me. You've all been watching the draft for Season 4. I can't wait to see you guys out on track. I will be, of course, in comms Tier 1. I won't be here this weekend because I'm going to Rarotonga, but I will be there from then on in holiday mode, hopefully still. Thanks for joining us. We will see you for Season 4. It's been an absolute pleasure. Peace.